Hey, hey, how's it going? Give me just a second here. Setting up a couple things. One sec. Let's see how this sounds. Alright, I'm gonna change my audio setting. Test. I'm gonna try to get different audio settings. Let's see. Test, test. Test. Let's see. Test, test. Hello? Let's see. Test. Testing. All right. All right. I guess this will work. How's everybody doing? Woo. All right. Stand by. All right. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. All you got to do is literally change the universe. Let me demonstrate that here. Let me pull up a browser. Bring this in. Happy Friday. So yeah. So GDeuce. So if you want to switch a world, all you got to do is click on My Worlds. Let's say this test world right here, and I'm working on like a church, for instance. I can click on that, and under the edit, you can simply go to advanced options. Under advanced, you'll see where it says universe right here. So I can put it under multiple universes. Does that make sense? Yep. So yeah, you can switch it over to another universe. That sometimes the benefit of doing that is when people have different people have different access to universes. So instead of giving them access to that specific world, you can just put that world into the universe that they already have access to. So that's one way of doing it. Yeah, you're welcome. All right. How's everybody doing? Doing good? I did set up a Zoom. In fact, that Zoom is going live right now. If you have access to it, you are welcome to look at it. I am starting this meeting now. Yeah, I mean, if you can see my computer and you can see my screen, you see what's up here on the web projector, then there's really no need for the Zoom. It's just today I'm going to go in. Today is the first day I'm going into Unity. And so with that, I thought some people might want a better view of what's going on. Um, so our so my Zoom meeting doesn't is scheduled to start in 10 minutes, and you know how the free ones work, so it's only good for 45 minutes. So I'm gonna have to wait unless any of you guys can see it. Join automatically join audio. I don't actually want to use my audio. So the only downfall from yes, go ahead. I can use TeamViewer for a group, but for the free account, you can only have up to 6 people on the TeamView. But with Zoom, I can have multiple people. That's why I'm going with Zoom. Yeah. All right. Give me a couple minutes, folks. What? Uh, Unfortunately, I'm a terraformer. I'm not a admin, so no, I cannot. But that would be cool. I will talk to Mr. Pleasure, see if he can add that as a default, because it would be cool to kind of fly up. But all right. So here's the one thing that I am not doing on the Zoom call. So the audio will not be recorded on Zoom. So the Zoom call is only for you to be able to see a clearer image of my computer, um, if that makes any sense at all. So if anybody is on the Zoom call, you should be able to see it. The Zoom is live. I'm also live streaming YouTube at the moment. And again, unfortunately, the audio is not being recorded. So it's more of a informational for you guys to be able to see my screen. Um, so anything that's going on in here, if you can hear me, if you need, Kurt is going to get, if you guys have any specific questions or anything, Kurt, you can megaphone yourself if you need to. And also, Swifty is coming in here later today towards the end of the class to answer any questions that I may not have time to answer. So Kurt and Swifty, if you see them around, feel free to ask them. As soon as this class is over, I immediately have to go into doing another project. But today's class is all about how to install Unity and get the proper software from all the proper websites. Who here has yet to install the software? Except for the Altspace uploader. Okay, I'm going to show you how to get to that. But who here specifically is anybody having problems getting the 3.18 from the link I sent? You are? Yeah. Right. Gotcha. Uh, I, I'm not going to be able to 100% help you because I'm a PC user, but I do know it's possible, and I do know that it requires a Microsoft account still to use, and then there's just a few extra settings, and there's a bunch of YouTube videos and things like that that you can follow. The other option is to run Parallels on your Mac. Um, okay, okay. So the other option is you can run Parallels and run a Windows operating system on your Mac computer. So that is an option. Uh-huh. Okay. Um, would you be willing to help him out and just kind of guide him in the right direction since you've been through that before? Okay. Okay. Yeah, an AMRAC as well. Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, if anybody here, this is an all play. Again, I'm not making money off of this. I'm here volunteering my time. And if you guys, this is a community, and we're here to build. So if anybody here has specific information on certain things and wants to share that information, please meet up with these people and help them out. If you're willing to help, we greatly appreciate it. All right, so the first thing I am going to do is I'm going to bring in my class portal so you guys can all see what I see. Give me 1 second. All right, so this is the class portal right here. I'm going to click on my courses. And under the my courses, this is our class right here. So this is what everybody should see on the portal. Has everybody here have access? Oh, megaphone yourself. I think you got host tools. I can't megaphone you. Make the font bigger. Yeah. You could not. Is that good? All right. Okay. Everybody can see this now? Okay. And I apologize. I'm looking up because I'm looking at my computer. But what we're looking at right here is these are announcements. I haven't really been using that feature, certificates. And the very first assignment on your to-do list was to install the software and dependencies. And that is what I'm going over today. You guys have already done your Create a First World without Unity, and that's because my first 2 weeks class is all about Unity, which is why or Altspace, which is why I jumped into that before this. But I wanted you guys to know that this official first assignment, you guys have had 2 weeks now to look at get in the portal, get in there, find the answers, and be able to work on that. But your assignment over the weekend is to have all the software required by Monday. Now, by Monday, I'm still not going to be requiring anything except for on Friday. On Friday of next week, your first assignment is going to be your very first template in Unity. So you'll have to upload a plane, 3 walls, and a roof by this coming Friday. And on Monday, I'm going to go into that, but today I'm going into installation. So there's been a lot of people here asking, like, so you've already learned Unity and this and that and certain things. No, we've been taking this class very slow, and today is the first time we are actually diving into the software. So install software and dependencies. If you have access to the portal and you click on that, you will see that please begin the process of installing the software required. Unity Hub 3.2.0, Unity Editor version 2020.3.18 F1, and the Altspace Uploader 2.2.29. So to get to those, just click on the link that I have posted on the on that portal class, and this will take you through the installation instructions. This is directly from the horse's mouth from Microsoft. So as I scroll down, these are the instructions here for how to set it up. So first you have to obviously join Altspace, have an account with Altspace, and right here on step number 3, it says install the Unity Hub, install the 3.18, and then right down here is where you install and download the latest Unity uploader for Altspace. So what we're going to do is I'm going to click on this button, and you will see it pop up to this website right here. When it pops up here, this is where you can scroll down, and Unity Hubs, there it is. Download Windows or download Mac. So you can download for either from right here, and just follow those instructions. I'm going to hit the back button here and show you the other thing, which is install Unity version 3.18. And this should pull up right there, Unity 2020 3.18 editor, and this is based on what kind of computer you have. So if you have a Mac computer, it says component installers. I would Am I in offline mode? Stand by 1 second, folks. All right, I am in offline. So right here is where you can install the Mac OS information. So that is also on that site. And just kind of follow those steps. There's just a few little extra triggers that you're going to have to do. Then the last but not least, somebody was just saying that they need the Unity uploader. So you click here, download the latest Unity uploader, and there it is, 2.2.2229, and I didn't need to click on it, I already have it. So that is the steps that you will go through. Install all 3 pieces of these software. And then today I'm also going to take you through the Sketchfab. Also, is anybody here on Discord? If you're on Discord, I will send you, message me on Discord. It's Everlucent1. If anybody knows my Discord username, if they can send it, let's see. What is my actual? So it's Everlucent1 #9177. If you send me a message, I will send you the Sketchfab downloader link, so that you can also link Sketchfab to that as well. Okay. And stand by 1 second. Oh, there you go. Awesome. Give me 1 second here, folks. Cool. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Kurt. Appreciate it. All right. So that is the instructions when it comes to actually installing the software. You have to follow those steps. It'll be different for Mac. It'll be different for PC and Android and all sorts of different things. But this is I'm showing you to the door. What you guys do with it at that point is up to you. But please go ahead and start the process of installing that software so that you'll have it by Monday. I'm going to go ahead and close out of that and take you guys on the next journey. So the next journey is, I'm going to bring this into view on the screen. Can everybody see my screen right there? So if I double click here on Unity 2020 3.18, what happens is it pulls up something like this. Stand by just a second. And this is what you're going to see right here. This is the Unity Hub 3.2.0, and all your projects will be right over here. There are a few ways to do this in the filing system, but the first thing I always recommend is create a file name for your projects. What I mean by that is don't just randomly select it in your C drive, actually create a folder. So I'm going to go down here to the bottom and open up my folder right here. And when I first started making projects, I stored them in what I called Test Kit. So Test Kit has now officially become my file structure for my all of the worlds that I've built. So these are all my worlds right here, but they're all in Test Kit. So instead of calling it Test Kit, call it my project. Not my projects. Call it whatever your name is, projects, right? So for me, it would be Ryan's projects or something like that instead of Test Kit. I could go and change the name if I wanted to later, but the whole point of the matter is everything in Test Kit is everything I have ever done. So create a file structure in here just by right-clicking on whatever drive. I'm on the F drive for me specifically. I can go here and type in and make a new folder and call this whatever I want that to be, right? And I'm not going to do that, so I'm going to cancel that out. But that's what I want you to do is I want you guys to create a folder that's specifically for your Unity project so that your projects all show up in one file folder. Does everybody understand what I'm saying about that? Because this is one of the most important first steps. Create a file structure, a name of whatever all your future projects will go into. Understood? All right. So once you have done that, you can go here and you can add a project from disk. And by doing that, add a project from disk, this is where you can go and add in that test drive, which I've already got it here. Then to create your first project, your very first project, you're going to click on New Project. So for New Project, you're going to see something that looks like this. Can everybody see that? I'm going to make that bigger. Can everybody see that a little better? Okay. So for the very first project, I always use 3D Core. You can play around if you want to with the sample URP and 2D and all this other stuff. But this is the baseline that you guys will open to. If you want to make an Xbox game, a PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 game, this is all where you're going to come. This is the same software for multiple things. But specifically for AltSpace, I use 3D Core. So I just click on 3D Core, and you'll see right here that it says My Project 8. Let's change that. So we're going to go, I changed the 8. I keep the parentheses. So we'll call this Unity Class, right? So there's Unity Class in parentheses. So it's called My Project. In parentheses, it says Unity Class. And right here is where you can see that I am using Test Kit file location from my F drive. Everybody understand what I mean by that? Yeah? Okay. So from there, I'm going to click Create Project. And now what's happening is I am creating a blank scene. And it's going to open up Unity, and it's going to be just a blank scene. There's going to be nothing in there but a camera and a sun. That's it. And you must be patient with Unity, especially when you're opening up a new file. Nothing is fast when it comes to Unity, unless you have a super fast processor, and I do. Yep. Yeah, there is a microphone up here. You just come on up. All right, it's opening. And the reason it's going so slow for me is because I'm streaming the video on YouTube. I'm on a Zoom call and I'm sharing my web projector. So that's taken up a lot of dependencies. Otherwise, normally this is really fast for me. Absolutely, anytime you want. Yes, you can. Yep. The one thing I recommend you don't change is the scene name, and I'll explain that here in a minute. A lot of people, there's multiple ways of doing what I'm doing. You could create a single project, load all your kits and tools, and then just create a separate scene inside the build. The one problem I have with that is that if I'm dealing with clients or I'm dealing with other people, I don't want to have that same project file going around, especially if I'm sharing the zip drive to other people. That's why I create separate projects for separate builds. Um, and the only reason I would use in the project having multiple scenes is if the scenes are related to each other. Otherwise, I keep the name of my scene the default scene name. All right, so that is opened up. I am going to minimize and put it in one of my other screens. So I'm going to drag that in. Can everybody see this? All right, and let me also see if I can hide. I guess not. So it's going to stay up there, but that's okay. So this is the default. This is the default scene that we are looking at. This is what a blank Unity file should look like. If you see this, you see a little sun there in the middle, right over there, and you see the camera, and it's all gray with just like a blue sky. That is the default template, and that is what you're going to see every single time you start a project. The first thing that we want to do before we even start building anything is we want to get all the rest of the dependencies for our build. So what I'm going to do is I am going to click on Window right here. Do you see under Window? Under Window, I'm going to click on Package Manager. And from Package Manager, it pulls up on my other screen. So I'll drag that in right here. This is something that I can teach you, but you have to memorize. And unfortunately, you have to do it every single project file. And Divine, I know you know about that one. When you click on the plus button right here and you add a package from Tarball, this is how you install the Unity AltSpace uploader. So now that we've downloaded it, I have a list of multiple, because you can see I've installed it a couple times. So I'm just going to click on one of these, right? If I click on the AltSpace uploader, which it pulls up in my downloads, and hit open, now what's going to happen is it is going to install the package for uploading the Unity. And so you have to hit that plus button, add tarball. Sure, go ahead. Uh-huh. That's a good question. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how you do it without I don't know how you do it without a mouse. I'm sure there's a shortcut. Lower the resolution? Yeah. Stand by. Is that any better? Is that any? Stand by. I can't do anything. Unity is working. Installing the uploader. Hold on, my computer's doing something. Give me a second. Still installing that uploader. I am gonna end.